What's up, guys? Welcome back to Not AI Travel Reviews. Today we're here talking about my favorite hikes in Southern California. Now, I have hiked in a good number of countries at this point and hiked a ton in LA, where I'm originally from, and these picks are my personal favorites that I've done over the years. Let's get right into it. First up, we got the Punch Bowls. Now, this one is a little longer at about 7 miles. Me and a friend went back in, I want to say 2021, and it was definitely a tiring hike, but the Punch Bowls at the end that you can see here were fantastic. It was January, so we didn't jump in and take a dip, but trying to get down there was an adventure in itself, as you can see. Just overall, a really cool reward at the end of the hike. Definitely recommend. It was a super fun time. Next up is Stony Point. Now, this one is pretty close to the San Fernando Valley. It's kind of closer to Chatsworth. Stony Point is generally used for rock climbing, but there are trails up to the top. It is kind of a choose-your-own-adventure type of trail where multiple ways up to the top and you can get creative with it. I've really enjoyed it. It's one of my personal favorites. Also, not that long, at probably maybe a mile-ish if you really screw it up, but it is a lot of climbing, so get ready to get your hands dirty. Next up, we've got Malibu Canyon. Now, this is a classic if you live in SoCal. It's where they film MASH. There's tons of trails through here. Last time I went, I think also back in 2021, I ended up getting horribly lost on a trail and ended up bushwhacking my way out of the area. Had to climb up a dried out waterfall, and you can see here my hands got pretty goofed up. So definitely stay on the trail, don't try to get too creative with it. Next up, we've got the Bridge to Nowhere. I did this also a couple of years back with a friend. We ended up getting terribly lost and ended up having to climb our way out of this big ravine that you can see down here. Thankfully, we got out and back onto the trail that we were supposed to be on. Was pretty long at 9.5 miles, but still definitely worth it for the payoff at the end. One of my personal favorites, and this might come as a surprise to some of you, is the Verdugo Peak Skyline route. This gives you a beautiful view of downtown LA, Glendale, the entire San Fernando Valley. It's fantastic. I've been at sunset a couple of times. You don't want to be up here when it gets too dark, but still it is awesome for this view. I've hiked a number of areas where you can get views like this, and hands down, Verdugo Peak is the best one. Last up, and this is one of my favorite hikes that I've ever done, is the Bighorn Mine. Now, I'm going to preface this with there was a fire in the area a couple of months back, and I'm not entirely sure if the structure survived. I've done research. I haven't been able to find anything conclusive, but this place is beautiful. It gives a great view of this amazing valley down here. Potentially, too, you might be able to get into the mine for legal reasons. I'm not going to recommend. All right, that's the end of the video. Guys, please like and subscribe as we try to grow this thing. We're trying to push back against all these AI videos on this type of content. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.